Hi friends, my name's Amy Welch. I want to thank you guys for jumping on this income option of it today. Apologies for the waiting room. Let me take that security setting off here of the new Zoom. I always forget to check the waiting room. So hey everyone, I am going to go ahead and get started. I want to be respectful of everyone's time, and I have put together a quick PowerPoint presentation. This is mainly so I can stay on topic because I love to talk about PLEXUS and this company and what it has done for my family. So I'm really excited that you guys are here. I'm recording this for anyone who's going to catch it later because I know it is the middle of the day. But I'm excited that you're here to tune in. If you're curious, if you're doing it as a favor, or maybe you are ready to go all in with this company. I've been with them for 5 years now. Before that, I was an author, an executive director in government affairs, and a huge supplement snob, but also network marketing skeptic. In fact, I'm not even sure skeptic is a big enough word because, to be quite frank with you, I thought I was too good, too smart, and too educated for network marketing. I didn't think it was a real career. Fast forward 5 years, and not only do I know it's the best industry in the world, I know that PLEXUS is above and beyond when it comes to companies, and we really have a goal of changing people's viewpoints on the industry. So I have since retired. I'm no longer an executive director. I get to do PLEXUS full time, and we are actually an oil and gas family. I like to mention that because my husband is a scientist, so he's a professional skeptic, but he's in oil and gas. And just last month, it was a scary time. It's still a scary time. You know, the oil industry went to negative dollars, which has never happened before. And we had just closed on a new house. So if it hadn't been for this opportunity, we probably would not have bought that home. Instead, we probably would have shoved our money in a mattress because it's a scary time. So, but because I know I can't be laid off and I can't be furloughed from PLEXUS, we had that security knowing that, you know, my income would cover our house. So who the heck is PLEXUS though? Throughout this event, please ask questions. I'm going to give you background on who we are as a company because I think that's really important when you're trying to decide if this is a business you want to do. I'm going to give you some information around our product philosophy and then get into some more detail on exactly how we get paid, because I had never done anything like this before. I had never done sales. I had never done marketing. And so it was all completely new to me. So if I can be successful with this company, anyone can be successful with this company. So I like to start on this slide to show you guys that we're a real company with a real building. We are housed in Scottsdale, Arizona. That's our corporate headquarters. Even though we are worldwide, our home office is right there. It's over 30,000 square feet. You can see the solar panels they installed in their parking lot, which actually helped reduce their energy costs by 50%. And they've already purchased the land across the street for expansion. This is important because PLEXUS, my friends, is a debt-free company. Now, I don't know about you and where you're currently working or where you have worked, but I've worked in public and private sector, and I'll tell you, most big companies are not debt-free. They live in the red. That's what they do. So the fact that we are debt-free is huge, and that's why during this current COVID crisis, our executives were able to pull $6 million out of their reserves to give back to people in the form of bonus checks. It's also why they were able to put their products on a ridiculous sale at the same time, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. We are a privately held company, which also means we can make those decisions on a dime. But I really like to let people know that we began as a breast health company. Many people think PLEXUS is weight loss because many people do lose weight, but that's because we get people healthy. We're a health and happiness company, okay? All of our products are made in the USA, and we are continuously at the top of the Inc. 5000 fastest growing, best places to work, most profitable companies, and we're always climbing on that list. We have been around now for over a decade. We're going on 12 years, and that is kind of a hallmark in network marketing. So really excited about that. The other thing I love, we have a mission as a company to be a blessing to other people. So we actually have PLEXUS Charities. It's our 501c3, and we give back millions of dollars on philanthropy. We have the Nourish One initiative. So whenever someone buys a bag of our protein drink, our meal replacement shakes, we donate 14 meals to Feeding America. We don't make any money on those bags because we have a goal of ending hunger in America, which I just love. But we also spend and give back to children's organizations, military organizations, law enforcement organizations. And so I really just love this mission that they have. And that really goes from the top down. So I'm going to be quick. I'm not going to read all of these slides, but I really want you to know our promise, our mission, and our vision, because no matter how great our compensation plan is, no matter how great our products are, right? My future with this company kind of lives and dies on their mission and their vision. And these executives. So they have a goal and a principle of being trustworthy, honest, reliable, and responsible. And I really think that is so important among all industries, but especially network marketing, because so many people only hear the bad stories, right? I was a network marketing skeptic because I only heard about the bad companies, right? The ones that were terrible, or that you didn't make any money, or that they took your money and then they closed down. So I think it's really important to know that that is one of our guiding principles. In fact, our vision is such that we are passionate about doing network marketing the way it could be done and should be done, but often rarely is. And our executives operate in a way that our ambassadors, their employees, and our families will be proud of today, tomorrow, and in the future. And I think it's really important to talk about that future piece, because as a company, PLEXUS is looking to be a legacy. So not only do they make decisions for me, Amy Welch, ambassador in the field, they actually, though, are making decisions for my grandchildren. So sometimes we might, you might see another company put a product out that's kind of the buzzword or the hot topic lately, right? And you're wondering maybe why PLEXUS doesn't have one. It's because we're not thinking in the here and now, because we always think for that legacy. Is it going to be good for our company now and in the future? And that is kind of one of our core values. We also have this one PLEXUS culture that I have never seen before. And for it to infiltrate into the field across all teams, across all people, then it comes from the top down. And that is the fact that we are one team and we collaborate regardless of our role. So when you go into home office, and I encourage anyone, you don't even have to be with PLEXUS, you don't even have to take the products. If you're in, around, or near Phoenix or Scottsdale, go to corporate office. That is the happiest place on earth, second to Disney World. I've never been in a building where people cannot wait to show up to work. And that just shows you this culture. I told you I've never done sales before. So when I first decided I was going to share these PLEXUS products, and I went to my first convention, I thought, oh my goodness, it's going to be competitive. It's going to be slimy. It's going to be salesy. I'm going to feel yucky. And I don't think it's going to be for me. But guess what? I have never felt that, not one time. In fact, you are probably watching this and you're not even on my team. You're not even the potential of someone on my team, because that is the one PLEXUS culture. We want everyone to love PLEXUS. We want everyone to have a good experience at PLEXUS. We want people to better their lives regardless of whether or not we make money on that person or that team. So I love that about our company. And we really just always strive to get the job done right. If you were around a few weeks ago, we had this incredible limited edition flavor of our energy drink, and they had anticipated double the traffic on the website. It was supposed to sell out in 4 weeks, but guess what, guys? We had 5 times the traffic and it sold out in a day and a half. Well, guess what? They still, as amazing as that was, they still came and apologized, right? Because they felt bad that the site was a little bit slower because they didn't anticipate 5 times the traffic. They only anticipated double the traffic. So they always get the job done right. They always deliver on their promises. I can't tell you how many times being a jewel, which means I'm at the top of the company, I have seen the executives make decisions that better the field, better the customer, but do not better their bottom line. And that is huge in any sort of business. They really take care of their people. Now, we're also international. I'll talk about that a little bit later, but let's go into our products, because really, okay, again, compensation plan can be great, company can be amazing, but what the heck is up with the products? This is really the heart of our business. And we are always striving for the most technologically advanced ingredients on the market to put into our products. Now, We stay true though to our main goal. So even though we may put out 2 to 3 new products a year, right now we only have 23 products in our line, and we stay true to our mission. Our mission is around the microbiome, both the gut microbiome and the skin microbiome, inflammation, blood sugar, and nutrition. Even our weight loss supplements such as Metaburn are actually good for your health. So we are on this mission to support true health from the inside out, and we have the highest quality, safest, most effective products on the market. They're always non-GMO, they're gluten-free, many of them are 100% vegetarian, many of them are vegan. What I love about them is that there's no artificial sweeteners, so no aspartame, no sucralose, because that stuff is so bad for us nowadays. No artificial caffeine, no preservatives, no none of the chemicals that we find in food nowadays that has an effect on us. So I really love it. But to take it a step further, we actually have this product philosophy. It's kind of the core of our line with our company and with our science team and our researchers. We have to be pure, we have to be potent, and we have to be guaranteed. So we have to be pure, meaning that it's the highest quality ingredients, and it's this comprehensive approach to how we actually source them. We only partner with reputable, good manufacturing practice suppliers that exceed all guidelines established by the FDA. We also require a certificate of analysis for all suppliers. So even though all of our products are manufactured right there in Arizona in a third-party FDA-approved laboratory, they're sourced from different places. For instance, we have some plants that are native to South America. We have to go to South America to get that ingredient. Or like the New Zealand greenlet mussel, right? You have to go get that in New Zealand. So we test all of our products additionally beyond that certificate of analysis to make sure they are free of pathogens, to make sure they're free of heavy metals, pesticides, so you know that when you open that vitamin, you are getting the purest, highest quality ingredients in that vitamin. And they're potent, guys. They're backed by science. So not only are individual ingredients backed by science, they're the most bioavailable forms, meaning that your body can actually use them. And they're at these levels that are so effective based on clinical research. So sometimes I'll have somebody tell me, well, okay, that vitamin or that BioCleanse, I can just go get those strains at Walmart. But you can't, because it's the formulation with these ingredients, when they're bioavailable, when they're at certain levels, when they're at extracts versus an ingredient. It really is this incredible delivery system and formulation that makes them so potent. And then we also substantiate them. So if we tell you that Vital Biome is going to help you with stress and anxiety, you can bet sure that is backed by clinical studies to show you what to expect. And then of course we have a money back guarantee. This is actually what made myself finally try the products, because I knew that if I didn't like them, in 60 days I could get all my money back. And they stand true to that. It's for every product, for every person. So even myself now, if I've been in this now for 5 years, loving the products, if I tried one that I didn't like for whatever reason, which I don't think would ever happen, but I could actually get my money back. That's not just on your first order. And I really like to point out here, when we talk about that money back guarantee, to keep in mind that we're debt free. So if our products did not work, we would be broke, let alone debt free, okay? So we also have a medical advisory board. I am bragging on our newest member because I just think he is so super cool. Dr. Jim Logan is certified in aerospace medicine. He actually spent over 20 years at NASA's Space Center as the chief of flight medicine and the chief of medical operations. So he has decades of experience in weight loss and gut health, and he is passionate about tying his name and giving us his knowledge and expertise to advance our product line. He works with our team of scientists. The whole medical advisory board does. They work with our team of scientists, our developers, our quality control, our sourcing. I'll tell you, I've been to corporate. I was able this past time to sit down with Dr. Michael Hartman, who's the head of research and development, and his team of scientists, and they are brilliant, and they are passionate about helping people live healthier lives. And we know nowadays that you have to supplement. It is not good enough to just eat a healthy diet, which we know most of us don't anyway, and just the way modern day life is. You must supplement to get our bodies functioning the way they are made to function. And our science team is passionate about that. And they are just brilliant, brilliant. They're always looking for the cutting edge ingredients and research to put in our products. So what makes us unique? I've mentioned a couple of these things. One being that culture that I talked about of one PLEXUS, no competition, this culture of teamwork. I mean, I have never worked anywhere, and I have worked in many places. I've, went from entry level right out of grad school all the way up to the executive level. And not once through any of that have I ever had people cheering me on, coaching me, mentoring me, pushing me, wanting me to have success and be my best self until I came to PLEXUS. And that's what people do. If you want to be loved on and cheered about and rallied around, and you want people to celebrate you and your successes and your wins and be there when you have those failures and push you to keep going, that is PLEXUS. And that really makes us unique. But we also are unique in terms of our compensation plan. Now, I have never worked in network marketing prior to PLEXUS, so some of this was foreign to me. But now that I've been in the industry for 5 years and I've done a lot of research, we are incredible when it comes to our compensation plan. One, the company pays out 50% to ambassadors, meaning 50% of profits goes right back into the ambassador pool. We get paid weekly and monthly. So we get paid every Friday for certain bonuses, and then we get paid on the 15th of every month for other bonuses. And I can remember my first job out of grad school. I was at the University of Tennessee, and we got paid once a month. That was a salaried position. I made really good money right out of grad school, but by the end of the month, I was stretching it, right? Having to budget one paycheck for the whole month. So I love these little Friday paychecks that we get for PLEXUS. They just really help with groceries or gas money. We also have special first order pricing. So many companies, when you join as an ambassador or a consultant and you're going to work the business, they make you order this huge kit and you have to pay a huge startup fee. We actually don't have that at all. Our sign up is completely affordable. It's $39 a year, but right now it's on sale for $9.95, and that gets you everything you need to start your business. We actually don't even require you to purchase your own products. How crazy is that? Now, we want you to, because one, everyone should be on our products because they're that good. But two, we want you to be a product of the product if you're going to share them. But there's no requirement for you to do so. If you do decide when you join to order your first order, you actually get special pricing. So it's not some crazy huge kit that's several $100s that you're then going to have to pay back before you get paid. That's not it at all. It's just your own personal product order. We don't carry any inventory. There's no monthly quotas, nothing like that. And our products work, right? Not only do we have that 6-day money back guarantee, we have the clinical trials and the studies and thousands and thousands of testimonies. So we are, though, PLEXUS worldwide. And I was telling someone the other day on my team, I did a live video, and I said, you know what? 3 years ago, PLEXUS, I thought, man, the rocket ship was taking off. I thought, here we are, we're getting ready to go. But we haven't even taken off yet, my friends. We are, when the rocket ship is still, I don't know what it's called, but it's still on the pad and it's rumbling and it's firing and there's all this smoke down there, but it hasn't quite taken off yet. That's where we are. And we are 12 years into this business, and for us to still be at that firing point is incredible. And a big piece of that is our international expansion. So we're already in Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and Mexico. We just launched Mexico earlier this year, and it is exploding in their country. We also, though, have a plan for 10 additional countries in 10 years. And I'll tell you, it's very well thought out. It's not, we just don't jump on any country at any moment. It has to not only align with our product philosophy and our company philosophy, but it has to be, a benefit to that country as well. And I can tell you with Mexico, they are exploding because they need the income desperately, and they love health and wellness products, especially ones that work. We also have a founders program. When we open a new country, if you are within the first 25 or first 50 that hit a certain rank, you get additional profit sharing in the company as part of the founders program. And it's really, really incredible. Now, we do get paid 11 different ways. And sometimes when I tell people this, they're like, what? I thought you would just get paid on commission. That's one of the ways, but we get paid many ways. I'm going to go through these quickly. If you want any more detail on what all of these mean, please reach out to myself, reach out to the person that invited you. I am happy to send you our entire compensation plan in black and white if you want to go through that. But we do get paid on commission. That's the 1 and the 3. The retail rewards is commission on your sales. We also get paid commission on our team sales for our level 1s. Number 2, though, we get a preferred customer bonus. So every time a customer orders, regardless, I get paid commission for their order, but I also get a cash bonus for every product. And then we get business building bonuses. So when someone orders as an ambassador, they get the cheapest price because they get that special first order welcome pack pricing. But then I also get a $25 bonus, and that goes up 4 levels. We have achievement bonuses. Guys, I don't know about you, but in my previous career, and like I said, I was an executive, I was very, very fortunate and blessed. I worked my tail off for 15 years, got lots of promotions, but none of those came with like an achievement bonus. They would come with maybe a cost of living, or every once in a while, if I went to a different level, it would give me a little bit of a bump. But in PLEXUS, every time you achieve a rank, they give you a bonus, and that achievement is not dependent on someone else. It's not up to somebody else to say whether or not you're worthy of that promotion, or it's in the budget for you to get that promotion. That was my old job, right? You get it every time you do the work. And then we have fast startup bonuses. I earned this when I first started. So for 2 weeks, I didn't tell anybody I was taking the products because I was pretty sure I was gonna get my money back. But then when I started feeling better, I shared with some people, and a week later, I got the fast start bonus, which is just additional money in your check. We have PLEXUS pay points. This is what really sets us apart beyond, not having the quotas and not having to rush around every month to get, new people to be able to make a paycheck. But these pay points, so the company, like I told you, they put 50% payout back to their ambassadors. We have a PLEXUS pay point, and it varies every month. It's based on total company profit, but it's around $3 a month. And every ambassador, regardless of where you are in your business, you get paid on those pay points. So if I just sign up my sister because she wants to take the products, I get 5 points for her. At the end of the month, that's times $3. That's 15 extra dollars a month in my paycheck, okay? I can stop there. I don't have to share with anyone beyond my sister. But if you're like me and you can't help but share because you feel so good and you want to help other people feel good, and you keep sharing and you keep sharing and you keep sharing, I'm a Sapphire. Sapphire ambassadors close the month with 3,000 points. So 3,000 points times $3, it's a really, really nice bonus in my paycheck. And then as you go up the ranks to our jewel level, Emerald, Sapphire, and Diamond, you get profit sharing percentages, and those stack. So when I'm a Sapphire, I have the Sapphire percentage, but I also kept my Emerald percentage. And then when you get to Diamond, you also get to keep the Emerald, Sapphire, and get the additional Diamond. The other cool thing is when you reach the top of the company, that's my next rank. It's going to happen here in 2020, but they will let you join your team again and build a team again. And that confuses some people. But basically, let's say I'm going to use my friend Sarah, our upline, as an example. She hit the top of the company Diamond. Her husband is a Sapphire, second highest rank, and then she joined her team again and is Senior Gold. So when you look at the pay scale, keep in mind she's a Diamond, Senior Gold, Sapphire family, and I am a Sapphire, Senior Ruby family because they let a spouse join your team, which is really cool. The power of 3, though, is really the heart and soul of our business. You don't have to know a lot of people to do network marketing at all. A lot of people are like, well, I could never do it. I don't know anybody. That's not what network marketing is about, right? It's who you know, who they know, who they know, who they know. And it's just the power of 3. Our pay structure is such that it looks like a scatter diagram. If you look at this chart, or like a starburst, that's how I like to describe our structure. I share with 3 people. If those people then, they decide they want to share with 3 people, and then those people decide they want to share with 3 people or not. But the power of 3 is really incredible in our structure, because if you do that 7 times, you will hit the top rank of our company, okay? It's easy duplicatable. Again, no inventory, no quotas. And you actually start getting that profit sharing pay points from day one, all levels. Doesn't matter at all what your rank is. This is the average annual income. And I like to show this because all of the people in that picture, they're making this money on that scale. It is not monopoly money. It is real money. And I know, regardless of your financial situation right now, whether maybe you're someone whose job has already been laid off because of COVID, maybe you're nervous about it, or maybe you're rocking and rolling and your job is solid, everyone can use an extra 250 to 500 bucks a month, right? Whether that's to give back to charities, whether that's to pay off debt, whether that's so you can buy groceries, so you can save for college, whatever that is. It comes back to that, if you're blessed, be a blessing. We cannot bless ourselves or others, right, without that. So our income for a silver ambassador is someone who shared with 3 people. They helped 3 people order a discounted welcome pack and get started on their products. They make an average of $3,700 a year, okay? I'm a Sapphire. The average Sapphire income is $172,000 a year. I can tell you I busted my butt in over 40 hours a week with a 1-hour commute for 15 years. And it took me 1 year to make that Sapphire salary. And then the average diamond is $418,000. There's a diamond in that picture. There's 2 sapphires. There's 3 emeralds. There's lots of senior rubies, senior golds, and silvers. And I really just want people to know, again, that it's real money, but it's also not a lottery ticket. It is work just like any other job. I just love it because I don't have to commute. I don't have to go into an office. I can do it from my pool on my phone when my kiddo's swimming, or I can do it while she was taking a nap when she was little. I first started when I was an executive. And I didn't have time for a side business. So I literally worked PLEXUS for 15 minutes a day after my baby would go to bed, and for 1 hour on the weekends. And after doing that consistently for a year, I was able to retire. That might not be what you want to do. You do not have to quit your job at PLEXUS. There are plenty of successful PLEXUS people that still love their job and they still work. But what I did in 2018 and 2019, because of PLEXUS, my husband, he was able to take a leave of absence without pay from his job. He works for ExxonMobil, and we bought a ridiculous RV, and we traveled the country for 365 days with our daughter before she started kindergarten. We saw almost every state and had the time of our life and memories that we could not have made had it not been for PLEXUS. So the $6 million stimulus is still going on. This is why I love our company. I love our executives. The minute the unemployment rates in this country started to bottom out because of COVID, they said, what can we do to help people get food on the table? That's where the $6 million stimulus comes from. They have a goal of getting checks to 10,000 people. That's you, that's me, that's people right now who haven't even used PLEXUS before, okay? This is for anyone. Anyone can get these bonuses. You refer 3 people, you help them get a welcome pack, you get $225, okay? You can get more than that, because if you do it in 2 weeks, they'll give you an extra 100. You refer 6 people, help 6 friends. We all know 6, my mom, my sister, my coworker, my best friend, my college roommate, and then my brother-in-law, right? That's 6 people. Refer them, help them get their order on sale right now, and you'll get $600. Guys, this is huge. This is keeping food on the table. This is keeping bills being paid. It's also giving people a little bit of cushion in their savings account. So they have it if they're not sure what's going to happen. And they're paying these out within 48 hours. So if you join PLEXUS today for $9.95, you share with 3 people tonight, right? You call your mom up, you call your sister up, you call your best friend up and say, hey, I'm getting healthy. I want you to do this with me. I want you to get this welcome pack. You're going to love it. They do it. Guess what? Today's Tuesday. You're going to get your paycheck by Thursday. How incredible is that, right? Awesome. You can start earning right away. Like I said, it's $9.95 to enroll. And listen, you're not signing up for anything to be afraid of. Some people are like, wait, what? What do I have to join? No, you are joining as an ambassador. It is an incredible company, an incredible opportunity. That $9.95 gets you your website for a whole year. It gets you access to customer service and shipping and warehouse, and it's really turnkey. They're also, though, going to give you, because our executives said, okay, we got to get people making paychecks. We got to help the economy. So let's remove all barriers. So 1, they dropped enrollment from $39.95 to $9.95. 2, you do not have to buy any product to make a paycheck, but they're going to give you, with that $9.95, a 7-day sample of our pink drink, which is our flagship product. Then they're going to still pay you out within 48 hours, right? If you, though, decide, yeah, I want to get healthy at the same time, you can get our welcome pack, which is already discounted normally. They're going to give you an additional 10% off through the end of the month. So it is an incredible deal. When I joined, I paid full price for my welcome pack for the probiotic combo. I also paid, back then it was $34.95, and I would pay 3 times that amount for this business. Guys, it has come back to me in multiples. I cannot even tell you the blessing that this has been, not only in my bank account, but just personally, the friendships, the community. I have a purpose now. I'm not just wandering around wondering what I want to be when I grow up. We're able to do things as a family that we were never able to do before. The trajectory of my family's future is forever changed because I took a chance and a scary leap into this company, and it's the best decision I've ever made. So as you're thinking about this, I want you to remember your why. My why when I first started PLEXUS was just because I was a tired, cranky mom suffering from Hashimoto's disease, and I was tired of being tired all the time. And now my why is even bigger. I still want to be that mom, but now I want to help other moms and other parents and other men and women live their best lives. And because I have been so blessed by this company, I want to help others be just as blessed, because there's nothing special about me except I just had the desire and the grit and maybe even the stubbornness to make it happen. So what if, right? I want you to ask yourself, this is the last slide. I'm going to be respectful of your time. We're going to get off here. I just want you to ask, what if, okay? What if you join PLEXUS today, okay? Best case scenario, you're going to get some awesome products. You're going to decide it's not for you, and you don't have to work the business, okay? You're still going to make money on your own orders. It's like a referral discount. Even if you're not getting other people, PLEXUS pays us on our own orders. Best case scenario, you also get awesome products. You start feeling better. You start being healthier, right? Which we all need to be healthier right now in this crazy COVID time. But you also get to supplement your income a little bit. Maybe even replace your income a little bit, right? Maybe start that nest egg to do those things you've always dreamed of. Start a business, stay home with your kids, pay for a vacation, right? Buy a new car, whatever that is. So this picture I always like to end with, because that's John Maxwell. He's the world's foremost authority on leadership. Everyone knows him. I knew him when I was an executive. He believes in network marketing, and because of PLEXUS, I was able to collaborate with him on his book, The Power of Five, about network marketing. And John Maxwell says, I want to make a difference with people who want to make a difference, doing something that makes a difference. And my friends, that is PLEXUS. That is what we do. That is why I am home on a Tuesday afternoon at 2:30 in the afternoon, sharing my passion for this company with you. Because if you have a little bit of that fire in your belly, and if you think this might be for you, I urge you to try, because the only way to know if it's for you is to just go for it. So thank you, my friends. Please, 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 if you have any questions, you can find me on Facebook. It's Amy Mick Welch, or you can ask the person who invited you, and they will be happy to answer or even put you in touch with me. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.